and then there were 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to you today from AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. France take on Spain in what is perhaps the biggest heavyweight matchup of this World Cup. One outlet has called it a final that has come early, and I'd say I have to agree. This is going to be a good one, but first we pause for the national anthems as we bring you the first World Cup semifinal. Mikel Oyarzabal will get us underway as the first semifinal of the 2026 World Cup begins. In Euro 2024, these two sides met in the semifinal as well. It was Spain coming out on top in that one and going on to win the whole thing when they defeated England in the final. Now France looking for revenge in a tournament that they have been favored to win for a long, long time, hoping to take home their second World Cup trophy in 8 years. France currently in a dynasty era, in part because of the man who just had the ball, Kylian Mbappe. Rabiot takes the first shot of this match. Unai Simon able to make the save. And that's the thing here. There are so many stars on each side that this is, again, a great way to put it, is a heavyweight matchup. This is the best against the best, and only one can remain. These are two of the strongest nations in Europe and in the world in this sport. And we're going to see who is able to last longer, who will come out on top. Dani Olmo sends it over to Williams. Now breaking away into the box. Takes the shot. Maignan able to make the save. We see Luis de la Fuente on the sidelines here. Led Spain to a European triumph. Now hoping to make them kings of the world. This one kicked over to Conde, Upamecano, and Dembele. Mbappe now, who has just been on fire at this tournament, moves up into the box. Tchouaméni back to Mbappe, into the air, and that one just sails a bit too far as the captain fails to follow through, but it's not entirely his fault. Cucurella was able to get the deflection, as we see there on the replay. France have won every match at this World Cup. Utterly and completely dominant. What a side, looking to become world champions once again. And I can only imagine the sort of party in Paris that will happen if they do. I remember 8 years ago. But the same, of course, can be said for Madrid and Barcelona and Pamplona, if you're following the San Fermin festival currently going on, the running of the bulls. Over 30 minutes in, and still goalless between France and Spain, as we come to you from AT&T Stadium, the home of the Dallas Cowboys of the NFL. Free kick here. Rodri. Now Llorente. Back to Rodri. Kubarsi. Laporte. Pedri. And Williams Jr. Oyarzabal. Upamecano is going to get the touch and the interception, as Ousmane Dembele sends this one to Elise. Mbappe with a brief touch as we approach, as they would say in American football, the 5-minute warning. Dembele out to Conde now. Tchouaméni. France looking to break through in these last few minutes of the first half. Rabiot able to get the touch. Dembele. Oh! That was That was quite a slide, and now they got to check things over. We take a look at this once again. Oh. And it will be a penalty. So, Kylian Mbappe steps up to the spot with a chance to put France ahead just before halftime. Goal! Unai Simon dives way too early. And Kylian Mbappe, with yet another goal at this World Cup, has put France into the lead just before the half. As we take a look at this once again, it's a guessing game in a sense. Unai Simon dives to the left, dives to his left, giving Mbappe a clear pathway for a straight shot and for the first goal of this semi-final. And it is one more for Kylian Mbappe, who has already delivered such a performance at this tournament. That is the end of the first half. France 1, Spain 0 after 45 minutes of action here at AT&T Stadium. Will Mbappe and company follow through and get to the final, or will Spain fight back? Stay tuned to find out. The World Cup may be coming to an end, but Ultrasport still has some fantastic ways to represent your country. Head on over to the Ultrasport store and check out our international collection. Our original assortment of jerseys pays tribute to each country in brilliant fashion. The best part, even after the World Cup ends, these shirts aren't going anywhere. Scan the QR code or go to streamlabs.com/YT_Ultrasport to shop now. Kylian Mbappe, the second highest scorer across career in World Cup history. 20 career goals, 21, after that penalty strike at the end of the first half. He has been absolutely incredible in this tournament and in his career. And in the World Cup, he's done all that in just 8 years, and we're going to get more into that in a bit here. But Rabiot now, off the crossbar, sends it across the goal line, and it is 2-0 for France. Drop kicking the corner flag as the celebration begins. The tricolor waving in the stands as Unai Simon regrets immensely letting another one in. You can see the frustration and the disappointment on his face. Let's take a look at this again. That very well could have been over the crossbar, just a couple of inches further up, and it would have skimmed the top of the goal. But it stays under, and it's 2-0 for France here against Spain. As I was saying, Kylian Mbappe has done all this in just 8 years. He won the World Cup for the first time with France in Russia in 2018. He was 19 years of age. He goes up against a similar young star who just put pressure on Rabiot there and looks to do it again. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, absolutely, unquestionably, the biggest star that Spain has right now. They are hoping, although the odds are against them at the moment, especially as Desiree Doué moves up here, they are hoping to ride his success and his skill all the way to their first World Cup trophy since 2010. However, even if France eliminates Spain here today, Lamine Yamal has to be the kid with the brightest future in this sport. And it'll be interesting to see where he is 8 years from now. You know, what are we going to see in 2034? Lamine Yamal, I think, will become an institution by then, so to speak, as Varane takes the shot here. He will have become an institution, much like Mbappe is. He'll have a fixed place on the national team. He is absolutely set up for success. Even if, and it looks likely, Spain exit here today. Dani Olmo to the aforementioned Lamine Yamal. Got about 15 minutes to play here as this is sent over towards the box. Lamine Yamal with a cross. Zaire Emery heads it away. As Ousmane Dembele now sends it over to Mbappe. Mbappe, rather alone, but still looking to move into the box. Rabiot, Elise. Laporte is going to come in there and take possession. France on the cusp of their third straight World Cup final. I said earlier that they are in a dynasty era. That is absolutely, without question, true. As Varane tries to head this one in, Upamecano was going to clear it away. Absolutely true. And we'll see who they go up against. Is it going to be Messi again? Or is it going to be England and Harry Kane? Second semi-final coming up tomorrow. As Ousmane Dembele sent this to Mbappe! Ricochets off the crossbar, but it doesn't matter. The final score here at AT&T Stadium. Allez, Les Bleus. France 2, Spain 0. Mbappe celebrates with his teammates. Paris will rejoice as France, for the third time in a row, are on to the World Cup final, looking to claim their second trophy in 8 years. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. We thank you for watching our coverage from AT&T Stadium of the semifinals of the World Cup. France 2, Spain 0. France on to the final.